and good work from Thomas Partey there, who plays it up the line. On the right to Odegaard. Trossard goes down under challenge from Szoboszlai and wins a free kick. Just into the Liverpool half on the right, Ben White will take. And White pings it out to the left, looking for Marino or Martinelli. Marino challenges in the air against Bradley. He's down, writhing in pain, and the referee hesitated and then gave the free kick Arsenal's way. Still down is Mikel Merino. Hearing reports, by the way, that Trent Alexander-Arnold's name was booed when the Liverpool lineup was read out. Perhaps we won't see him today on the pitch. Mikel Merino is finally back to his feet, and he's making his way into the box to line up for this free kick that Martin Odegaard is standing over from the left. On the perhaps Declan Rice, if I think he was on the pitch. Odegaard finds Saka at the back post. Shot is just wide of the mark. I think everybody paused and thought that Saka must have been offside as he broke onto that one, but might have timed this. We're going to have another look. Everybody's well offside for Arsenal except Bukayo Saka, who peels off around the back. Well, this is exactly what Arsenal were trying to do here, I think. Liverpool play the offside trap to perfection, or so it looks, but nobody's picked up Saka around the back, and he's got acres of space, volleys into the ground, it bounces just wide of the post, back the way it came. I'm not sure if that goal would have stood. I think surely the offside players for Arsenal were interfering with play there, would be the argument, but we won't have to find out as play continues. But Arsenal are coming again with Martinelli. They've won it back from the Liverpool goal kick. His Partey into the box, lays it back though to Kivior. Up the left for Miles Lewis-Skelly. A fantastic breakthrough season, Lewis-Skelly, but it wasn't his finest evening in Paris on Wednesday. Saliba, though he's taking too long on the ball there, he's been dispossessed by Luis Diaz. Managed to force him back, but sloppy that from Diaz. Marino sliding challenge. Referee says it's a fair one, so it's a Liverpool throw-in, not a free kick. Andy Robertson to take the throw, just into the final third as Liverpool look at it, but he goes back to Szoboszlai, and he's given it away to Leandro Trossard behind him. And Trossard's away down the right. He's got Gravenberch chasing him. Gravenberch just does enough to hold him up, and then Szoboszlai puts the tackle in, but Trossard wins it back off him. No foul, says the referee. Linesman's right in front of it as well. Martin Odegaard comes away with the ball, plays it inside for Thomas Partey, who's lining up a shot perhaps from the edge of the box, but lays it to his left for Gabriel Martinelli. He's going to dribble it. Bradley takes it to the byline, cross. Does Bradley get a touch on that? No, says the referee, goal kick. Good work down the right there from Leandro Trossard. Didn't have much help, but he managed to battle it away from Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Feeling is, by the way, that the goal would have stood for Saka on that free kick had he found the back of the net. Big opportunity spurned for Arsenal and for Saka, you have to say. Off goes Andy Robertson. from the Liverpool goal kick. He's got it all the way to the edge of the penalty area. Now lays it to Gakpo. Twisting and turning against Marino. Plays it back to Curtis Jones. Nice little reverse pass there for Gravenberch, and a better one into the box for Robertson. Drills across. Miles Lewis-Skelly just controls it with his body and sees it through to David Raya. Raya's throw looking to release Martinelli early. It just goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. Oh, it's back to Alisson, who's almost caught out there. He clears it against Leandro Trossard, and fortunately for the goalkeeper, it just loops up into his arms again. This time he rolls it out to Gravenberch. An awkward position for the Dutchman to receive it, though, between Odegaard and Trossard. He gives it back to his countryman Virgil van Dijk. Up the line by Robertson now for Jones. Jones helps it onto Gakpo. Away from White. Oh, that's a nice pass from Luis Diaz for Jones, who's found Salah now. Salah one-on-one with Lewis-Skelly. Tees up Luis Diaz. Good save from David Raya. Perhaps Diaz should score there, though. Jones wins it back off Marino, who's sloppy on the ball there. No foul. Jones into the box. Tees up Gakpo. Tried to curl one to Salah. Blocked by Marino for Arsenal, and back to Gravenberch. Now Van Dijk with a long ball trying to pick out Szoboszlai's run into the box. He has done, but Szoboszlai on the stretch can't control it. Out for the Arsenal goal kick. It was a lovely little combination there from Liverpool. Gakpo dragged Ben White out of position. Quick reverse pass by Luis Diaz set Curtis Jones away. Cut back to Salah. Teed up Diaz. And, well, he's got a lot of the goal to aim for if he goes to the far post, and he kind of just hits it straight out Raya in front of him instead. Perhaps should have done better there. Raya reacted to it. White with a foot. Well, White's, I don't know what the linesman's just flagged for, because Ben White picked out a run by Martinelli with a throw-in. Peeled off around the back of the Liverpool defence. Is it a foul throw here? Yeah, foot on the pitch from Ben White. Good spot by the linesman, because that was quite the play by Arsenal. He's found Martinelli in acres of space behind the defence from the throw-in. But, yeah, foot on the pitch from Ben White has cost Arsenal an opportunity there. Now it's Marino winning it back and fouled by Gravenberch. Wins the free kick. Looks like there's a bit of afterwards from Curtis Jones. Just trying to get in the heads. I think Liverpool. Nico Marino's been involved in a few battling moments already with that Liverpool midfield. Apologies if I cut out there for a moment, folks. Kivior to Partey. Fouled by Szoboszlai. And the free kick goes Arsenal's way. Kivior turns well away from Salah. Continues to drive through the centre, Kivior. There's not much in front of him as he gets to the halfway line. He has to give it back to Trossard, the striker. Now it's out to Martinelli on the left. Marino's in support. Goes around him as Martinelli comes inside. Back to Partey. White. Odegaard. To Partey on the edge of the box. To White again. Hubbed on to Saka. Feel for Odegaard. Tried to reverse it to Saka again. He's giving it away, Odegaard. And Liverpool with a counter on here as Szoboszlai plays it out to Gakpo on the left. I thought about the early pass to Diaz, still going himself though. Can he get a shot away? Saliba's just seen him wide. Odegaard back in to help out now too, and Saliba dispossesses Gakpo. Martin Odegaard's shirt has been ripped at the chest there. I think he caught an arm from Gakpo, but Arsenal continue with Trossard trying to pick out Martinelli. One for Conor Bradley to deal with. He's got there before Martinelli and played it up the line. Salah coming deep to receive it, returns it to Bradley. Runs into trouble with Merino though. Skelly back to Kivior and Partey. And two with Odegaard. On to Ben White. Clipped in behind for Saka to chase, but Andy Robertson deals with it well. Launches it into the midfield. Ben White intercepts and touches it wide to Trossard. Saliba. Marino. Back to Lewis Skelly, who's come central. Saka. Back to Saliba. Kivior. To Martinelli. They're up the pitch, Arsenal, but you just wonder where the goal-scoring opportunity is going to come from. And it's not going to come here as Marino's dispossessed by Gravenberch. And then Odegaard fouls Salah. Partey's won it high up here. Oh, but Arsenal, nobody's sure who's going to take the ball. Slipped on it. Gravenberch still going. Trossard shot. Blocked by Jones. Oh, this is a mess. Conor Bradley away with the ball. Trossard, has he fouled him? No. Merino wins it for Trossard. At the byline. Tries to find Martinelli. Intercepted by Gravenberch. Now Soberslide. Nutmegs Merino, but Odegaard picks it up. And now Odegaard gives it away. Lewis Skelly wins it back. Up the line for Trossard. He's been fouled by Conor Bradley. Free kick goes to Arsenal. My, what a couple of minutes that was. Alisson gives it to Curtis Jones on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Partey wins it back off him. Arsenal have got four bodies in the box. Nobody knows who's taking the ball, who's having the shot. Trossard wants to take it off Partey's toes. He's got it on his left foot, Partey, which isn't going to be much use. He's got Odegaard and Saka behind him with virtually an open goal. Trossard takes the ball instead. He hesitates. It's one back. He shoots into a man. And then it's just complete bedlam. The exchange of possession both ways. Eventually, Arsenal come out of it with a free kick for Martin Odegaard to take wide from the left. We saw that fantastic free kick routine last time from a similar position where Saka got a big opportunity for Arsenal. What they're going to do this time, Saka is lurking. It's delivered more traditionally for Saliba, but one in the air by the first Liverpool defender. Now to Saka, though, from the right, twisting and turning. Puts one to the back post for Martinelli, heads it inside. Trossard can't get there, and it's easy for Alisson. Gravenberch to Jones. Bradley able to turn and play it out to Salah. Lewis Skelly isolated here. To the edge of the penalty area. Diaz at the penalty spot, sliding in as Merino, and had to get that right, and he did. Brilliant tackle, Mikel Merino. And now for Thomas Partey. To Trossard on the left. Step overs trying to get away from Conor Bradley. Instead plays it in field for Merino. Saliba bringing it out of the Arsenal defence. Just gives it back to Raya, though. He's come out of his box. Raya out to Saka. Wrestling with Andy Robertson. Down goes Saka. Referee says no foul as Robertson comes away with the ball. Gravenberch, nice turn. Trying to get away from Ødegaard. Let's give it back to Andy Robertson. Van Dijk. Back to his goalkeeper, Alisson, who pings long looking for Salah. Gets the touch, but Lewis Skelly's going to get his body in here and he's been fouled by Salah. And Ødegaard has just received his change of shirt. The last one was torn at the chest. Raya's kick long. Bradley wins in the air. Kivior. Partey. Away from Luis Diaz just about. Back to Saliba. White. And to Raya. Kivior. Long for Martinelli to chase. Down goes Bradley, and Liverpool do have a free kick. I think they've just got the legs tangled there, Martinelli and Bradley, as they chase the ball. Van Dijk. Back to Robertson. Long for Gakpo. Well, he's through here. Saliba trying to get back. In goes Ben White as well. Gakpo went down. No foul, says the referee, and put into touch by Ben White on the recovery. Throw in taken quickly by Jones for Robertson. Cross. Gakpo headed in. Arsenal look across to the linesman, but there's no flag up. And Liverpool lead inside 20 minutes. In a game which they've already ensured doesn't mean much to them other than the pride of beating their only real competition for the Premier League for part of this season. Great ball from Andy Robertson to pick up Gakpo initially. In behind, Arsenal's high line exposed. And then the throw-in taken quickly by Curtis Jones. Robertson's got himself up there. Robertson is pivotal in this goal. First that long ball, and then the cross. Delightful pick out of Cody Gakpo's head at the near post. And it's an easy goal for Gakpo. I mean, how's he got himself there between Saliba and Kivior unmarked? It's poor from Arsenal's perspective with the whole passage of play, but take nothing away from the work of Andy Robertson in particular on that goal, making it so easy for Gakpo there. Liverpool lead Arsenal by 1-0. Just shy of a quarter of the way through this one. Is Salah with a long ball for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, great first touch. He squared it for Luis Diaz. It's 2-0 Liverpool. 2 goals in the space of a minute from the champions. And it's a really good counter-attacking goal. Arsenal lose it high up. They'd only just kicked off. Salah picks out Szoboszlai. Brilliant first touch from Szoboszlai. Again, how have Liverpool got themselves in behind Arsenal so easily? And then Szoboszlai, as Raya chases out, he just rolls it into the path of Luis Diaz. And again, the finish is a simple one for Liverpool. brilliant ball, Mohamed Salah. And Szoboszlai has weighted that to absolute perfection to get it away from Raya and into the path of Diaz as he breaks away from Saliba. I mean, William Saliba should probably track his man better there. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0 at the quarter mark of this game. Balloons are out. The jubilant Anfield support. It's Conor Bradley winning it off Miles Lewis-Skelly. Out for a Arsenal throw-in. Trossard brings it down. Throws a little pirouette. Runs into Szoboszlai. Partey wins it back though. Will he shoot? No. Plays it to Mikel Merino. Edge of the box. Merino's shot blocked by Van Dijk. Off goes Curtis Jones. Diaz. To line for Salah. Through to Diaz. Pass it back to Jones. Shoots on the turn. Just wide of the mark. Could have been 3 for Liverpool. Arsenal look like they've given up. The champions won't let up. Jones on the turn. Oh, it actually forces a really good save out of David Raya down to his right. That's going in from Curtis Jones. And he's got no right to get a shot on target there, Curtis Jones. It's a really awkward angle to shoot on his stronger right foot, but he manages to whip it across goal between the centre-halves again, and Raya makes the good save to force the corner. And if this result sticks, by the way, Arsenal's next fixture against Newcastle will be with second place on the line. Here comes the corner from Szoboszlai, claimed easily by Raya beyond the target, Virgil van Dijk. Saliba drilled into the feet of Ødegaard. Back to Saliba up the line for Saka, intercepted by Andy Robertson. No foul. Curtis Jones. Szoboszlai. Diaz on his overlap. Diaz, onto the roof of the net. Luis Diaz didn't mean that at all. He's trying to cross on his weaker left foot. Just floated away from the intended target, Cody Gakpo. And looked like it might have been lobbing Raya there for a moment, but breathed a sigh of relief as it just nestles on the roof of the net. That's not far off creeping under the crossbar at all. It's Partey on the turn for Arsenal. Held by Szoboszlai, and that's a free kick. And White on the run to Ødegaard. Back to Saliba. Lewis-Skelly. Saliba to White. Trossard around the corner for Ødegaard. Tried it. Curtis Jones intercepts. Gravenberch. Gakpo. Away from Trossard. Still going. Thomas Partey comes steaming in and fouls him. Free kick for Liverpool in a good position. Andy Robertson stands over, it's going to be a delivery and not a shot on goal. Picks up Canate at the back post. Lewis Skelly just does enough to make sure he can't get a shot away. Trossard at his own byline, trying to get away from Salah. Does well to play it up the line for Martinelli. Now Martinelli has got space to run into. He just needs to shift gear and, well, instead he goes backwards. Mikel Merino. Lewis Skelly. Someone's party now. Party out to Saka on the right. Saka, Ben White on the overlap. Heading for the byline. Gakpo helps out Andy Robertson defensively, and Liverpool win it back for Diaz. Back to Robertson. He tries to play a first-time dink up the line. It's floated out for Arsenal throwing. Trying to find Saka. Might drop for Trossard as it's defended by Robertson, but no. Gravenberch is in there to deal with it. Diaz is possessed by White. Odegaard losing out. Marino a bit scrappy here. Odegaard plays it wide for Trossard, tries to cut it back. Only spot Saka's waiting. It's cleared by Liverpool, out for another throw-in. Right, Canate putting it into touch. Party back to Saliba. Kivio. White. Line to Saka. Saka away from Gakpo. Still got Robertson to beat. Oh, he gets between both of them. Saka unleashes the shot over the bar quite comfortably in the end. Canate on the run from the Liverpool goal kick. Canate's made it all the way into the Arsenal half. Now plays it through to Bradley. Cut for Diaz. Saliba's done just about enough. And now the flag goes up anyhow. Liverpool carve Arsenal open again. So Bradley is, well, it's really tight if he is offside. So he would have gone to VAR that had Liverpool gone on to score the goal. Now to the other end it goes. Bradley brings it down and clears against Martinelli and wins a goal kick. Half an hour gone. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. Champions are cruising in this one. Across the back post, Odegaard, the Arsenal attack. It's beyond everybody but kept in play by Martinelli. Here's Marino to the byline. Cross for Saka. Van Dijk gets a crucial header there. Gakpo try and bring it out. So back to Robertson instead. His first time kick long is to Kivio. Saliba. Lewis Skelly, back to Saliba. Lewis Skelly again. Saka off, Salah off his back now. Trossard, Saka. Trossard back to Saka. Nice combination down the right here for Arsenal. Ben White is underlapping too. Saka gives it inside to Odegaard though. Back to Trossard. Odegaard. Field for Partey. Fizz to Trossard. Touch for Odegaard. Falls back to Trossard. Skips away from Gravenberch. Liverpool have got bodies lined up on the edge of the box now though. Van Dijk puts the tackle in on Odegaard, but he keeps the ball, gives it to Partey. Now Trossard trying to play it through to Martinelli. Comes away to Mikel Merino, who's over on the left. Partey. Odegaard, nice flick for Trossard. Can he get shot away? Bradley's won it off him. Kanate tried to clear, only against Merino, but Bradley comes away with it. Merino has surely just fouled him. Yes, he has. And the first yellow card of the game is going to be shown to Mikel Merino there. Don't think he can have any complaints for the way he came from behind to tackle Conor Bradley there. Gakpo. Partey with the challenge and another free kick to it's a long ball. Skelly to deal with. Salah wins it, tries to feed through to Luis Diaz. That was high for Marino. Now Luis Skelly. Fouled by Salah there. Yes, he has. Salah furious with that decision. Did look a soft one. Skelly, I think, just sort of threw himself down there under challenge from Salah. Also, will take the free kick quickly anyhow. Saliba to Ben White. Trossard, who's come inside. Marino. Alexander Arnold is out to warm up for Arsenal, for Liverpool, sorry, with 10 minutes left in the half. Martinelli, Luis Skelly, now Partey on the edge of the box, fakes a shot, twists into the left, and it's cleared by Szoboszlai. Odegaard to Marino. The line for Kivio. Cross, low, looking for Odegaard's run. Szoboszlai intercepted, but it might now fall for Odegaard. He's pulled back for Saka, though. Runs behind the target. And Gakpo brings it away. Still a lot of defensive work there, Gakpo. Comes back Liverpool's way, though, with Saka. His pass is a bit beyond Trossard. He's just about kept it in play. Fired back to Odegaard. Partey. Trossard. In the wide area, cuts it in for Odegaard. Tried to poke it through to Saka, but it's cut out. Luis Diaz will bring it away for Liverpool. Against Partey. Good tackle from Partey. Well, in fact, it's foul, says the referee. Thought he won that one fairly as he wrapped around Diaz, but free kick for Liverpool. Just getting some treatment, actually, Lewis Diaz. I think he's been caught in the face there by Thomas Partey. He might have a nosebleed on. Back in play now as Alisson takes the free kick long for Liverpool. Salah tried to peel off Lewis Skelly there, but the Arsenal defender wins it in the air. Gravenberch. Gakpo gets the foot in, fizzles it back to Virgil van Dijk. Saliba. Touch back to Raya. Long ball looking for Saka. Touch away from Gakpo, back to White. Saliba, Partey, turns, plays it to Odegaard on the halfway line. Odegaard fizzes it left to Marino. I think he was trying to pick out Martinelli, but the Spaniard brings it down first. Now to Martinelli, edge of the box. He's going to head for the byline, you would think. Cuts inside away from Bradley. Now Marino showed too much of the ball to Conor Bradley there. Easy challenge for him to make. Martinelli physically furious there. So I want it back through Marino. And now we're throwing. Saliba out to Saka. Oh, that's beyond Ben White. Szoboszlai comes away with it. Saliba's come out to meet him and fouled him, but the referee says play on. Szoboszlai picked out the run of Salah, but Raya comes out and claims it first. White to Partey. Away from Szoboszlai and out to Marino on the left. Lewis Skelly. Saliba. Up to Saka. Trossard. Saka. Away from Szoboszlai. Saka tees up Odegaard. Right-footed shot is against Van Dijk. Arsenal keep the ball with Trossard. Diaz has a clip at his heels. I think that was a foul on Trossard. He tried to keep going. Eventually goes down. Now Liverpool come away with the ball. Gakpo to Diaz. Floats it out to Salah. Sent him quite wide. Lewis Skelly is out there with him. Oh, tries a little outside of the boot pass for Szoboszlai. Dealt with by Saliba. Cleared. Van Dijk will pick it up. Eqwinaxx into the feet of Jones and round the corner for Salah. Salah's got the beating of Lewis Skelly, and surely he's been fouled there. Has a look at the referee, and the yellow card is out for Miles Lewis Skelly. I think Salah, yeah, fakes to come inside and then knocks it wide. He's got the beating of Lewis Skelly, who then just wraps an arm around Salah. And yellow is out for the young Arsenal defender. Free kick floated in by Salah, well beyond everybody and out for a goal kick. Party goes long looking for Saka, again won by Robertson. Van Dijk hooks it away from Odegaard. Gakpo can't control it though. It's out for an Arsenal throw right in front of the Liverpool technical area. White's throw for Odegaard. Just runs into trouble with Gravenberch there. Gakpo. Robertson fires it to Konate. Asked a lot of the defender. He's been fouled there by Mikel Merino, who is on a yellow card. Be careful, Mikel Merino. I don't think he'll be allowed another one. It's Luis Diaz. To Van Dijk, coming to the end of the 45 minutes in the first half. Moment of treatment for Luis Diaz, the only real stoppage in this half. And of course, the two goals. It's Bradley flicks on a long ball for Mohamed Salah. Back to Bradley. Now the flag goes up as Bradley tries to get away from Martinelli. I think that's against Salah from the flick on. Right, 3 minutes of stoppage time indicated for this half. Martinelli running at Bradley. Uses Merino on the overlap, and Bradley just does enough to see it out. And then there's a push from Merino. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Mikel Merino replaced at half time with the way that he's going. I don't think Arsenal have too many options for midfield from the bench. I suppose Alexander Zinchenko has been trialled in midfield this season. He is on the bench. Ethan Nwaneri is an option. Tierney Calafiori available to replace Lewis Skelly, who is wrestling again with Salah now. He's also on a yellow card for Arsenal. No foul this time as the ball rolls through to Raya. Gives it to Saliba. Lewis Skelly. Salah quick on his touch, but he returns it to Saliba. Kivio found Martinelli peeling off against Konate. Low cross. Van Dijk deals with it at the near post. Throw. Marino. Why on earth has Kivior just let that one run out for a throw-in? And now Liverpool take it quickly. It's through to Diaz. He helps it on to Salah. Salah one-on-one with Saliba. Tees up Gravenberch, who goes down under challenge by Thomas Partey. Referee not interested in the foul. So play continues. Salah, ball drops for him, up against Saliba. Plays it off the Frenchman and wins a corner. Solid slides, take the set piece. Well, it's taken Konate's header, loops over the bar, and that will be it for the first 45. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. The quick fire double from Liverpool on the 20 and 21st minute from Gakpo and Luis Diaz sees the champions lead their closest challengers by 2-0 at the break. We'll be back for the second half shortly here on Flash Score. down the right, gives it to Saka, now Ødegaard. Back to Saka, who's wide. Away from Gakpo into the box, curls a shot, it's blocked. Diaz with a really clever touch beyond Saliba. Frenchman's got his body in the way. The referee says he fouled in doing so. Liverpool free kick. No, Saka. Is it an Arsenal free kick? Not sure what happened there. Just cut away from Diaz and Arsenal were on the break. There's Saka. Back to Ødegaard. Saliba to Kivior. Lewis Skelly. Party. Ødegaard. Saka. Still Saka twisting and turning into the box away from Szoboszlai, away from Jones. Robertson. Oh, he's gone to ground and got back up. Saka, he's still going. Tees up Trossard now. Trossard shot on the turn just over the bar. Really good work from Saka there to force that opportunity. Gakpo brings it down from the goal kick. He's dispossessed, though. No foul, says the referee. Party gives it to White. Now Ødegaard on the right. Cuts it wider for Saka. Saka to Ødegaard. Tried to thread it through to Ben White at the byline. Doesn't come off. Liverpool clear. And it's one for Salah to chase against Lewis Skelly. And he's got the beating of him for pace, Mohamed Salah. Salah cuts onto his left foot. Reverse pass for Diaz, asked too much of him, and Ray's going to get there. Good idea from Salah. But, yeah, the execution not quite there. Now away goes Trossard for Arsenal. Chops away from Szoboszlai. And infield for Partey. Partey, long ball looking for Saka. Robertson wins it off him. Flag goes up for offside, but Liverpool are able to play on. Still Robertson. Robertson fancies a shot. And it's just over and just wide of the top left corner. Not surprised that he's brimming with confidence in this game. Andy Robertson, a good one. Just seen it back now, the Mikel Merino effort earlier, which was goal-bound and blocked by Martin Ødegaard, his teammate. Gabriel Martinelli scored only seconds later, so it didn't really matter for Arsenal. Here goes Ødegaard. Saka. In the corner for White. Ødegaard. Trying to pick out White's run. He's passed it straight to Andy Robertson. Robertson inside for Jones. Returns it to Robertson, who's around the back of Ødegaard. Cross was Salah bound, but for the catch by David Raya. Good reactions from the Arsenal goalkeeper there. Saka. Ødegaard. White. Line for Saka. Return to White. White drives into the box. Away from Robertson. White's low shot. Good save by Alisson. I don't think he expected the shot to come from Ben White there. But it did, and Alisson reacted well. Ødegaard. Saka. Jones. It's out for Liverpool. Salah. Gravenberch, not Soboslai. 10 minutes into the second half, and Arsenal have had the much better of it, but here come Liverpool again with Gakpo. Fake the cross, try to cut away from Ben White. Defender deals with it, but Liverpool remain in possession. Jones. Gakpo, back to Soboslai. Soboslai, shot from range. Oh, there was some power in that one. Straight down Raya's throat, but he couldn't hold on to it at first attempt. It's so clean there, Soboslai, but yeah, Raya just take the sting out of it, palms it into the ground, and then holds on. Raya. Pree. Marino. Oh, nearly found Martinelli round back there, but for the headed intervention by Conor Bradley. Now takes it back to Alisson. Jones for Eqwinaxx. Eqwinaxx back to Jones. Soboslai. Partey. The tackle, but through to Alisson. Launches a throw out to Andy Robertson. There's Jones. We go through to Gakpo, cut out by White. Odegaard back to Kivior. To Marino. Saliba. To White. Odegaard. Gives it back to Saliba. Nice move up to the right. Ben White played through. Robertson dives in. White's cross against Robertson. Defender comes away with it. He's accidentally passed it between the legs of Gravenberch. Did well to react to the ball. He wasn't the target. Arsenal have it back again with Martinelli. Picking up a more central position in the second half. Trossard holding the left. Cross by White. Beyond Martinelli was the target. Trossard keeps it in play on the left. Back to Lewis Skelly. Kivior. Marino. Martinelli. Trossard. Slowly advancing up the left, round the corner for Lewis Skelly. Oh, he knocks it through the legs of Conor Bradley, who slams into him, and free kick for Arsenal. A good position from the left on the hour mark. Yellow card out for Conor Bradley. Trossard to take the free kick for Arsenal from the left near the corner flag. Low cross, Martinelli shot, saved by Alisson as it came through the group of bodies in front of him. Reactions. Didn't get the cleanest strike there, Martinelli, as he had to. It's slightly going on his weaker left foot, but Arsenal alert to it anyhow. Long ball for Gakpo at Liverpool, but Saliba heads it back to Raya. Lewis Skelly on the turn. Odegaard, Ben White. Odegaard over the top for Martinelli in the box, chests it down against Konate. Forced wide to the right here, Martinelli. He's working through to Ben White at the byline. Crossed, kept it in play. Marino jumps against Bradley. Liverpool come away with it. Szoboszlai runs into trouble though. Marino, Saka lines up the shot, but couldn't get any purchase on it really. It's straight to Alisson. He tries to launch a Liverpool counter-attack with the long ball early up to Salah. Lewis Skelly's done well there to get himself around Salah. Then there's a push. Not sure which way this has gone. It's an Arsenal throw in taken back to Raya. Saliba. Party on the turn. Trossard. Odegaard. Runs from right to left, gives it back to Lewis Skelly. Kivior. Right, Saliba. Trossard. Through here for Martinelli, sliding challenge by Conor Bradley. Arsenal appealing for a penalty as Martinelli goes down holding his ankle. Referee hasn't made a decision yet, I don't think. Lovely ball by Odegaard. Sliding in came Bradley. I think he's done really well here, actually, Bradley. Another angle now. Yeah, really smart from Bradley. He does catch Martinelli's ankle as well. I think he is in genuine pain here, Martinelli. But Bradley had eyes for the ball and won it cleanly initially. And I think Martinelli's just been caught in the aftermath. But yeah, really good defending from Conor Bradley to prevent Martinelli a 1v1 chance there. Just be an Arsenal corner instead. Liverpool are lining up a host of changes, and one of them is Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's interesting what happened after this corner from Bukayo Saka. He takes it short to Odegaard. Return to Saka. Twisting and turning at the byline. Cross the back post. Saliba's header. Konate, I think, has got a crucial touch in there. And it lands on the roof of the net. Well, Liverpool appealed for offside against Saka, but I think he might be off actually as the ball was returned to him. But he picks out Saliba at the back post with his right-footed cross. And it does take a little bit of a deflection, in fact. Saliba's header. Yeah, it's goal-bound, but it's against the back of the head of Konate, who was jumping with him, and lands over the bar. So here come the Liverpool changes. Cody Gakpo off for Darwin Núñez, the first. Conor Bradley off for Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Curtis Jones is off for Alexis McAllister. So all fairly like for like there. I think perhaps Diaz and Darwin Núñez will swap. Darwin going through the centre. Salah. Alexander-Arnold busting a gut to underlap him, but he tried to pick out Darwin Núñez instead. And now Raya is going to try and exploit that space with a kick out to Gabriel Martinelli. Canate is covered and wins the ball though. Gravenberch. It's Canate, now back to Alisson. I don't hear the match audio, by the way, but apparently Trent Alexander-Arnold was booed onto the pitch by the Liverpool fans. In fact, apparently it's a really heavy booing that went on for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and they're now actually chanting there's only one Conor Bradley for Liverpool fans. Give it up for Arsenal. Brave ping pass through the middle, but finds Martinelli. He's looking at a different player as he's coming to the centre. Martinelli, his movement has been excellent. Again, he's made a good run and not been found, and understandably frustrated as Trossard gives it back to Odegaard. And Lewis Kelly. Kivior to Saliba. A quarter of this one left. It's 2-1 to Liverpool. Partey on the turn. It has been mostly Arsenal in this second half. Lewis Kelly. Saliba. Partey. Back to Lewis Kelly. Puts him under a bit of pressure with Salah right on his touch. He works it to Saliba. Now Kivior. Trossard away from McAllister, fouled, but the referee says play on as Odegaard's got the ball. Oh, it's a lovely attempt to play it through to Martinelli, but he just couldn't take it in his stride. And it runs through to Alisson. Gabriel Martinelli's movement as the central striker has been really impressive, really enjoyable to watch. Odegaard. Saka. Back to Odegaard. Lines up a shot from range. Oh, saved. Marino with the follow-up, heads in. I think he's going to be offside. Is he here, Mirko Marino? No, it's goal stands currently. There'll be an offside check, of course. But Arsenal have levelled this one with 20 minutes to go, and they are completely on top of Liverpool at this moment in time. Liverpool players surrounding the referee. Of course, VAR is going to look at this, but it comes from the Martin Odegaard shot, forcing the save out of Alisson. Marino, it doesn't look like he's onside. In fact, it's Trent Alexander-Arnold playing Mikel Marino onside. Of course it would be. Martin Odegaard drifts in from the right, lines up the shot. It's just swerves a little bit away from Alisson in the air. He dives down to his left, palms it onto the post, but the deflection straight into the path of Mikel Merino, who drops low to head into the empty net. Alisson turns to look straight at the linesman. No offside. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. 19 minutes left on the clock. And the semi-automated offside confirms it is Trent Alexander-Arnold playing Mikel Merino onside. It's Gravenberch back to Alisson. Long kick, looking for Luis Diaz, dealt with by Ben White, Trossard, McAllister. So all the way back to Alisson. Gravenberch away from Partey, fouled by Partey, free kick to Liverpool. Van Dijk, Robertson, long for Diaz. White, though, will just see it out for the goal kick. Raya's long kick for Saka. He's wrestled to the ground by Andy Robertson. Referee waving Saka to his feet as Alisson collects the ball. Gravenberch to Alexander-Arnold. Long ball looking for Darwin Núñez, who does get there, takes the touch away from Raya, but off the pitch for the goal kick. Odegaard. Saliba picks out Saka. In the corner for Martinelli. Alexander-Arnold gets the foot in. Back to Konate and all the way back to Alisson. Van Dijk. Trying to pick up McAllister. Odegaard got there first. McAllister does win it. Looks clear. Saliba though. White. Partey. All square with a quarter of an hour left on the clock, and if your team look like winning this one at the moment, it is Arsenal. And I thought we'd be saying that at half time. Partey picks out Ben White on the right. Oh, poor from Ben White as he gives it away to McAllister. Darwin Núñez has come deep to help with this one as well. He just dinks it into the path of McAllister. Out wide to Diaz. Núñez has bust the gut to get into the box, but Diaz picks out Salah instead. Salah's first touch isn't great and just showed too much of it to the Arsenal midfield. Merino and Partey doubled up there. Merino comes away with the ball. Saka. Back to Merino. Oh, Merino, under no real pressure, has just collapsed there and given the ball away to Gravenberch. Gravenberch into the box, shot wide of the mark. Not sure what's happened to Mikel Merino there. Caught in two minds about playing the pass, I think, and then just... Oh, he's leaning away from the ball and he just tries to get anything on it as he goes to ground and can't. Leandro Trossard is now down receiving treatment for Arsenal as well. He's gone down off the ball. Hamstring for Leandro Trossard. It's probably season over for him, you would think. He's being helped off now as the teams take the opportunity for a little impromptu drinks break. Trossard's game is over. Going to make a double change here, Arsenal. Kieran Tierney is on for Leandro Trossard. Mikhail Calafiori is coming off for Ben White. I think Calafiori is going to go over and play it right back. Jurgen Timber's not going to be risked by Arsenal. It's Marino losing it on the edge of the box. Then he slides it, and Darwin Núñez curls it just wide of the mark. But Mikel Merino is given a second yellow card, and he's off for the final 11 minutes of the game. I'm not really sure what's happened there. I think Marino's been given the ball on the edge of the box. I'm not sure if he's been stitched up here by David Raya, or he just loses his footing again, Marino. Dives in on Núñez and then on Szoboszlai. It's the challenge on Szoboszlai that I think has gotten the second yellow. Oh, he is pushed, though, by Diogo Jota before that, who has just come on for Liverpool. Didn't actually catch who he came on for. Must have happened at the same time as those Arsenal changes. And Mikel Merino receives a red card. And he will be unavailable for Arsenal's, will now be a crucial game against Newcastle in terms of league position. And Liverpool, as interesting, they got the shot away. They're still getting the free kick here. It's in a really good position on the edge of the box as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold stands with the ball. Mohamed Salah has joined him in conversation. I think it does ball down to David Raya, putting Mikel Merino under completely unnecessary pressure there. Free kick is taken by Trent Alexander-Arnold and just wide of the mark. Liverpool are going to make fifth and final change. Harvey Elliott is ready to come on. Won't be until after this next passage of play, though, as David Raya takes a national goal kick. Party. That's on for Saka, but Alisson will get there first. Luis Diaz came off for Diogo Jota for Liverpool, by the way. It's Ibrahima Konate. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Line for Salah. Look for Martinelli first, then Odegaard. Salah keeps going with the ball. There's off to Gravenberch. Robinson. Crosses beyond everybody and out for a goal kick. 7 minutes left of this one. Harvey Elliott is on for Ryan Gravenberch for Liverpool. It's a slightly attack-minded change at the midfield. We'll try and get the winner out of this one against 10-man Arsenal. Jota. Got a run from Darwin Nunez. Goes it alone instead. Jota's shot on his left foot is wide of the mark. Kick out to the left. Saka's pulled out too. Can't win it. That's that for a Liverpool throw. Salah. Reverse pass for Elliott. Return to Salah. Lewis Skelly, has he done enough there? No, Salah comes away with the ball, but then he runs into Jakub Kiwior. Kiwior has been fouled by McAllister as he brings the ball out. Free kick to Arsenal. On the edge of their own box. 5 minutes left. Saka, who's definitely playing on the left now. Double by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and his clearance might run through for Salah. Raya comes out to meet it, and volley is clear. Konate's header. Intercepted by Partey from Martinelli. He tried to bring that down, Martinelli, and couldn't reach it full stretch. He should have just been bursting onto that one instead, really. Robertson. To left for Nunez, who's offside. Free kick to them. Raya's free kick from Martinelli. Won in there by Andy Robertson. Van Dijk, McAllister, Soboslai. Vidal and Nunez. First time pass looking for Elliott. Cut out by Calafiori. Saka. Odegaard. He's played it through to Calafiori. Alisson just about gets there first. And hopes to just get his body in the way and see it out for a goal kick. Another Arsenal change coming. Bukayo Saka heads off and he's replaced by Alexander Zinchenko. So Alexander Arnold. McAllister. Elliott. Line for Salah. Just about keeps it in play, we can only give it away to Zinchenko. Soboslai. Partey tackles through the back of him. Referee says no foul. Tierney's clearance for Martinelli. Can come off Darwin Nunez. Heavy touch. Tierney thought about going in for the tackle and didn't. So back to Soboslai. Shot against Zinchenko. Salah. Just crossed Darwin Nunez, flick. And then on the follow-up is Robertson, and it's just wide of the mark. Big opportunity for Liverpool. Raya was out. We come to claim it, and there's just a clever little flick on by Darwin Nunez at the near post. Sits nicely for Robertson on the volley. Technique isn't great, and it's just wide of the mark. Raya's goal kick is a poor one. Now play for a Liverpool throw-in, which Alexander Arnold takes quickly. In the air by Lewis Skelly. Partey. Odegaard. Looked like he turned into trouble, but he dumps it back to Saliba. Partey. Zinchenko. Odegaard. Tierney. Back to Saliba. Back to Raya. One kick, 90 minutes are up. Dijk to Robertson, who plays it off Martinelli, even to throw in. 5 minutes of stoppage time indicated at the end of this. 90 minutes at Anfield. And now it's Liverpool who will be probing and thankful for the extra time. Liverpool, Arsenal going all that defence now, really. after looking good for most of the second half until, of course, the Mikel Merino sending off. McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Harvey Elliott. Curls a shot, Elliott just over the bar. Not sure if that took a deflection. Looked goal bound. Elliott. Ends a shot on his left foot. No, he doesn't quite take a touch. He just can't get it down. There's a kick up to the right for Zinchenko. Flicked on for Martinelli. Canate. Back to Alisson. Down to the left for Andy Robertson. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Elliott. Salah. Salah twisting and turning. Can he get a shot away? No, he's dispossessed by Partey. Martinelli hooks clear. 3 minutes left for Arsenal to hold on now. Salah. Tried to play it to Elliott. Oh, he miscued it, but then Martinelli miscued his clearance to Elliott. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Salah. To McAllister. Good pass for Darwin Núñez. But Arsenal come over the ball. They're beyond Van Dijk, who was up. Tierney hasn't got anybody to aim for, and they're going to give the ball back to Alisson. It's a cross. Oh, Jota gets it away from Raya, but can't take the goal. In fact, I think he took it away from his teammate Darwin Núñez, arriving at the back post as well. Good ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That would be poetic, wouldn't it? Jota. In fact, Jota doesn't get anything on it, nor does David Raya, and nor does Darwin Núñez. I think by the time he gets to Núñez, he's been quite unsighted by the two prior players going for it. Going for a goal kick. Odegaard on the break for Arsenal. Odegaard with a shot. Oh, just wide of the mark, Martin Odegaard. Well, that would be quite something if Arsenal stole this one on the counter. But now off go Liverpool. They've taken the goal kick quickly. Odegaard shot there. He dragged it across goal. It just rolled wide of the post with Alisson beaten. Seconds left. This will be the final attack, I'm sure, for Liverpool. Salah twisting and turning. Tierney gets a foot in. It's behind for a Liverpool corner. Last chance here. Arsenal, for all the talk of their set piece ability this season, have actually been quite fragile to defending them. McAllister to take what would be an outswinger from the right. Down up. Delivered to the back post. Van Dijk! What a save, David Raya! Andy Robertson gets it in on the rebound. The flag is up. VAR will review, of course. But the flag went up straight away against Andy Robertson here. If Robertson is offside, what a save that is by David Raya to save the point for Arsenal from Virgil van Dijk's header. It looks to me like Robertson's onside here. I think this is going to stand. It looks like Kieran Tierney's trailing leg is playing Andy Robertson onside. And I think Liverpool are going to get their last second winner. Semi-automated offside will be involved. Oh, well, the decision is made. No goal. They must have seen something that I wasn't in there. Maybe the freeze frame wasn't accurate on my broadcast, because for me, it looks like Kieran Tierney's quite clearly playing Robertson onside there. But no, free kick to Arsenal. David Raya pumps it long, and there goes the full-time whistle. Nothing to separate these two teams at the end of the thriller at Anfield, despite the lack of anything truly